Good morning, everybody. Well, I just did this little tutorial here, and I wanted to take my metallic. I have these metallic paints, and I wanted to just sort of add to the painting that I've already got going on. I wanted to see how what we could put in here and see how this reacts. So I'm going to go into one of the greens, and I'm going to pull up. So these are like a sparkly, kind of shiny. So I wanted to see how they would work. So I'm just going to grab the paints and I'm going to paint with them. And you can watch and see how it comes out. So you can see that they shimmer. They have like a shimmer. So we're just going to kind of, I'm going to just add some additions to this painting with these and see if we can kind of tell and see if they shimmer like they look like they would, and see if we can tell that when we're done. There's a lot of different colors on this thing, so I'm going to grab different colors and just put them in. See what I get. I think I can see a nice little shimmer. Yeah, actually they're pretty. You have to get them, you have to kind of get them pretty wet. Get them nice and, you know, the paint itself nice and wet. So they're pretty. So let's try a pinkish kind of color here. You have to really kind of get them moist and wet. Okay, and just kind of, oh, I gotta get a little more, and you gotta have a pretty good amount of water on the brush. Well, so those are pretty. So, but you can see the difference in the in what it looks like compared to the other paints. Pretty. And why don't we hang a little like a tulip bulb here with this and see what it looks like. Mix some colors, let the colors blend as well. So they're light, they're not as dark, you can see that. I'm going to add a little bit of color into my vase here. See what that does. It's not all that pigmented, it's kind of, but there will be a nice kind of shimmer to it. Put some, ooh, that's pretty, that's a gold. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's kind of, I didn't expect that. I thought that was like an ochre, but that's kind of like a, it's hard to tell what the colors actually are until you put them down on the paper. I think I'll grab some of that and put that right in here. So I just wanted to go into these and add to what I already had done, and I'm glad I did. There's pretty much, you know, the colors that you would want to use. There's pretty much all that in here. Let's try a purple. Do the flower part first, I guess. It's a little too much water on that. Okay. Take some of the greens. Kind of add it while they're still a little bit wet. So yeah, they, you know, and as I'm looking at it, and as they dry, they all have a little shimmer. I'm working mainly with this little vase of flowers down here. Add some shimmer in there. Well, gee, I think I'm going to use this a little more often. These a little more often. It's pretty. That's a nice little touch. I thought what I'd do is go around the center here, just to kind of give a little I think I'm going to trade the brush, and I'm going to get a Filbert's brush, a small Filbert's. I was using a small round. I think I'm going to grab this Filbert's brush here, and I'm going to see if I could make sure that I have you in the, I'm going to come up here and add in this bright pink with the Filberts. I think that's how you say it. Gives a little different shape, but pretty nonetheless. I love to start with a painting, a drawing usually, and not always, and then move it into some sort of a composition with you. So that's what I'm basically doing here. And then we can come back in here, see if we can just touch up a couple of these. I guess that's good like that. And then go back to my Filberts, my round brush for some green, and connect them so that they, you know, do seem like they are connected to something. Go there. That's pretty though. That adds such a nice touch, that bright pink. And then you actually can just take, you know, take a color, say one of these colors, like this is a pretty green, and just wisp some, you know, flick some little things out there like that. It just fills it in. You know, we can go to the gold, that gold color. That would be really pretty. Wisp in some, just flick them around wherever you think they would look nice, which pretty much would be everywhere. So just flick it around. Thin ones, thick ones. Pretty. See how you just keep adding and filling in your page. We could come here, we could take this gold and go like that. We have another color here. Let's try this color and just sort of, oh, that's pretty. Oh, I never tried that one before. I don't know really what that is. But just add those in. Mm. Layering. Flick those around. That's a really pretty color for an addition to add in. Just flick it. So it's fun. It's so much fun to start out with, you know, one thing and end up with another, especially in painting. I think I'm gonna make a couple more of these with this color. It's so pretty. Whoops, a little too much water. Oh, okay, I got a little too much water in there. It would be fine though too if I did that. I mean, I often do a lot of loose, but how pretty, you know? This is another pretty color. And I like to just kind of mix what I have on my brush. So I mix those two and that's what I got. That's pretty. So fun stuff. Fun stuff when you watercolor. I'm gonna do watercolor paints. I think I'm gonna take some of that and add this. Add that color right into my other colors that I have. I love the multicolored vases or vases. It's so pretty to see all the colors. Well, that's kind of what I wanted to do with this one, folks. Just kind of add to what I've got going on. You could do lots of different things. I could actually do some more of these dots where you spray them on. Using this effect. Some people use a toothbrush. Sometimes you can just take the brush itself. Let's take like a blue and just like this. You don't need anything else. You just flick it in. That helps direct it a little bit more. Of course, other things you can use for effects are salt. Quite a few things, you know. There's a million things that you can do with your watercolor paint and making effects. One thing right now I'm thinking of, and I actually had that stick right here, is one of these, it's just a, I don't know what you call them, chopstick thing, whatever. Get some paint on it, wet, and then you can actually draw. It's a little harder, but it's one way, you know, one way to make a mark on your paper. But I love the way watercolor just moves on its own, does its own thing. You know, you can make it watery or you can make it defined or in between. And it's just all so pretty. You know what color we don't have much of here? And this is purple. So let's go into the purple and do some flicks of the, come over here and flick a few lines of purple and get that color kind of happening someplace. And there. I might even take a purple and right on top of these. This is not very pigmented, so you have to kind of dig deep into the color to get a lot of color out of it. But it's pretty because you're going to get that pretty shimmer shine. Do the same thing over here for a little bit. So each thing that you put in, it just adds to what you already have, you know, going on. It's all in what you like. There's a nice lavender, purplish. Yeah, it's just all so pretty. So anyway, I thought you might like to see how these metallic paints here work. They have quite a few colors there, and putting it on gives a little, you know, in moving your painting, you're going to see a little shimmer to where you put it. So it's pretty cool. Just another way to enhance a painting and another way to do a painting. So check out my other stuff, folks. And try this out for yourself as well. Try the first one. The first one I did was these flowers and the vase. And then, you know, the second one, this particular video, I wanted to add with all these little nuances. So try it for yourself. I hope you're taking a brush and some paint at some point and trying to figure out whether you like watercolor or not. Because I can guarantee you, if you like it, if you like seeing it, you're going to like doing it, if you have any desire at all. So have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, folks, and bye for now.